Formed in southern West Virginia in the late 1930s, the Lonesome Pine Fiddlers were one of the earliest practitioners of a high-energy style of banjo, mandolin, fiddle, and guitar-driven music that would become known as bluegrass. In various incarnations, the Lonesome Pine Fiddlers existed for nearly 30 years and provided a foundation and inspiration for many who would follow in their musical footsteps. Ezra Klein and his cousins, Ray and Ireland Klein, who hail from Gilbert Creek in Mingo County, along with guitarist Gordon Jennings, first performed as the Lonesome Pine Fiddlers in 1938 on the powerful Bluefield, West Virginia station WHIS. Ezra, the oldest of 15 children, became the family breadwinner when his father died. He took up bass after seeing a Clayton McMicken show at a local high school. A born salesman, Ezra kept the band active through many personnel changes into the 1960s. In 1949, a new lineup, inspired by Bill Monroe's up-tempo Grand Ole Opry performances, debuted, featuring singer and guitarist Bobby Osborne, Larry Richardson on 5-string banjo, and fiddler Ray Morgan. Richardson, an early disciple of Earl Scruggs' revolutionary banjo playing, and Osborne, with his high-pitched lead vocals, brought that new sound to the Lonesome Pine Fiddlers. As the music grew in popularity, the Lonesome Pine Fiddlers became a vital training ground for bluegrass singers and players. Indeed, the later success of the Osborne brothers, Jimmy Martin and his Sunny Mountain Boys, and 2013 West Virginia Hall of Fame inductees, the Goings brothers, all benefited from their tenure with the Lonesome Pine Fiddlers. Curly Ray Klein, as he was known, left the coal mines and rejoined the group in 1952, remaining for the duration of the band's run. He adapted his mountain-style fiddling to bluegrass and further refined it during his 26-year stint with Ralph Stanley.
Oh, the Orange Blossom Special, and here's Curly Ray Klein to do it.
Like his cousin Ezra, Curly Ray performed original novelty numbers on stage and sold countless keychains from his merchandise stable. Curly's younger brother, Charlie, joined the band in the early 50s on 5-string banjo and went on to be an important fiddler for Bill Monroe, also filling in on banjo, guitar, or bass as needed. Paul Williams honed both his singing and his songwriting with the Lonesome Pine Fiddlers before joining with Jimmy Martin's classic band and writing many of Martin's best-known songs. Banjoist Larry Richardson also went on to play with Monroe and made some fine recordings on his own, as did one-time member Udell McPeak. Other notable sidemen who passed through the band's ranks include Billy Edwards, Landon Messer, Lowell Varney, West Virginia mandolinist Charles Rex Parker, who later had a TV show with his wife Eleanor, and James Roberts, who later made gospel music history with his wife, Martha Carson. The Lonesome Pine Fiddlers made its first recordings in 1950 on Davis, West Virginia's Cozy Records, with the Osborne and Richardson penned Pain in My Heart, which was soon covered by Flatt and Scruggs. In 1952, the band signed with RCA Records and recorded a total of 14 sides. With Williams on lead vocals, the group had jukebox hits with Dirty Dishes Blues and My Brown-Eyed Darling. The latter was written by Williams with Ezra's daughter, Patsy, and dedicated to her fiancé, Bobby Osborne, who was then serving in the Marines in Korea. During its years with RCA, the group relocated to Oak Hill, West Virginia, and then to Detroit as regulars on WJR and its popular Saturday night broadcast, The Big Barn Frolic. In November 1953, the band moved to Pikeville, Kentucky, with new member Melvin Goins joining his brother Ray and Ezra and Curly Ray. That incarnation cut sides for RCA, including its signature tune, Windy Mountain.
Oh, how I'd like to be a up on a windy mountain where the treetops scrape the sky. Then I would forget all my worries and my troubles. I'll just let the wind blow them by.
Through various personnel changes in the 50s and early 60s, the Lonesome Pine Fiddlers performed on TV in Huntington and Bristol, Virginia. Before leaving the group in 1965, Melvin and Ray Goins, along with Ezra and Curly Ray, recorded 4 albums for Starday, including one with fellow Starday artist Hilo Brown. Ezra ran a restaurant and a swimming pool in Pikeville, and the group performed up until 1968, when Ezra moved back to West Virginia.
If I'm